Get Your Life Back Academy. That is my academy. You get to see the different master classes I have. And one of them is a premarital workshop, a premarital e-guide. And it's also good for pre-engaged couples, because what I am finding is a lot of people are not doing their work. They're not asking questions that matter. That's going to matter down the line. Should they say I do and get to the altar? And I'm finding out, even doing premarital coaching and counseling, shock at some of the things that was not discussed. There's a lot of assumptions and a lot of unrealistic expectations that people have. And we have to first understand and ask our own self the question, what is my ideal of marriage and relationship? What does a healthy relationship looks like? I've heard somebody said they never even heard of healthy relationship. I was like, you never heard of a healthy relationship or effective communication? So now we need the education. No condemnation, but it just lets me know you need to know what that is. You need to know what a healthy relationship looks like. Healthy is not equal to perfect. We already know there's no perfect relationship. So I get really upset sometimes. People go, well, I'm not perfect. There's no perfect. Who said there is? But you can have a healthy functioning relationship where people know how to talk together. They know how to reason together. And if they're feeling angry, they know how to maintain emotional regulation. They have a healthy level of coping skills where they utilize those coping skills. And even one coping skill could just be, let me walk away. Let me regress. Let me gather my thoughts together. Let me take some deep breaths. Let me calm down my nervous system and get my brain back online so I can be reasonable and rational and make sense when I talk. So I can think before I formulate my words, whether I'm going to communicate through text, through journaling, or through speaking. But I have enough coping skill and emotional regulation and consideration and respect for my loved one, where I'm going to think as I write, because I'm thinking about how it's going to affect them. And if I really love them and care about them, then I care about their hearts and what I drop and how it's going to affect them after I say it. Now, hear me. We don't always get it right all of the time, but if you're consistent in loving and using a grace approach and being empathic, because you really care about the person you love that's in your life, someone you have to interact with every day. It could be a family member, not even just a spouse or the person you engaged to or your closest friends. It could be as well. And so because you care for them, you care for their heart, the impact it have. You care because you don't want to traumatize them and you don't want to re-traumatize them, be a triggering person in a relationship. This is why I want to focus on that. So those are the things that people sometimes just not aware. Self-awareness is powerful. They're not aware of maybe, or we're not aware sometimes of our own trauma, our